Welcome to Dundas, Ontario, where a former curling and skating rink turned bus garage turned manufacturing plant turned furniture store finally found its true life's purpose as Shawn Ed Brewing Company. The rich history of this building provides the framework for the character and craftsmanship of Shed Brewing, where they relate the same attributes to their craft beer. Beers with an emphasis on quality and sessionability. And today, the boys venture to savor Shed's savory suds as they attempt to annihilate each other in a variety of games. This is Tales from the Ale Trail. Shawn Ed Brewing Company.
My name's Ed Madronich. I'm one of the co-founders of the Shawn Ed Brewing Company here in historic Dundas, Ontario.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Being on this side of the bar, you should be giving us life advice.
Probably don't want it from me.
I don't know, you're the guy with the brewery.
Yeah, sometimes grass is always greener, right? Everybody thinks it's all fun and games, but there's a lot of work that goes behind making a great beer.
And you guys would definitely have to be meticulous brewing a lager in particular. Like, that's not an easy style.
A lager is the toughest beer to make. If you make a mistake, it shows the faults really easily. More so than anything, we wanted to make really great lager, which hasn't been the focus, I'll say, of the craft industry a ton, but that was really our vision. And we wanted that vision to be rooted in a place. And landing in Dundas in this amazing, cool old building was at the heart of what we wanted to do. Craft breweries traditionally not been known for doing lagers. It's been the sort of purview of, I'll say, the bigger companies.
Well, and I even find that the tension at this day and age is a tug of war, because the beer market was so heavily for years, those big brands, a lot of craft breweries were going in the complete opposite direction. So because beer was tasteless or kind of more watery, I want that base inversion, triple, quadruple hop.
I believe there's a place for both, right? Like, we can have those super hoppy, crazy, whatever, milkshake thingamabobbies, which are great, but there's a huge place for craft to actually start to really dominate what is out there in the marketplace. One of the things that I think we pride ourselves on is trying to be innovative. Like, focusing on lagers is unusual for craft breweries. We wanted to find some unique packaging. This is our aluminum bottle, and for me, it is the best package going for beer. You get all the benefits of a bottle, but then all the benefits of a can. No sunlight getting in, it's unbreakable. The other thing that I think a lot of people don't think about is the hygiene factor, right? Think about cans, right? They're sitting with a big flat surface that are collecting anything that falls on top of that can, you're drinking as you put it to your mouth.
I never thought of that before.
Yeah, thank you.
At least there's alcohol in beer, so it acts as a mild disinfectant, right? So you're not gonna die.
I guess the only downfall with the aluminum can is, I mean, you don't get as much as a regular can. Right?
What are you talking about?
This has like a bottle amount?
No, that's a tall boy amount. That's a tall can.
I don't think so.
Yeah, 473 mLs. Come on.
Well, let's test this out, okay?
Come on. All right, a little throwdown?
Yeah, always beer prepared.
All right.
That's what I say.
What's with all the tape on it?
Legal reasons.
It's an interesting pouring technique you have there, Nick. The other one's pouring a lot nicer.
Oh, look, there's even actually debris in this.
Oh.
That is bang on.
Yeah, it is.
That's bang on.
Can you believe it?
Wow.
I love this aluminum bottle. To me, this is the best package for beer.
Well, Ed, thank you very much for showing us your package.
It's great. We love to share it. You're hanging out with friends. What are you going to do? You're going to play some games. You're going to play some cards. You're going to do all those types of things. That's just part of what you do when you're enjoying beer.
Gotta tell you, I thought it would be a little bit bigger.
How big do you think it would be?
I was thinking like giant Jenga. Like,
That could, like, hurt somebody. You know, kids running by or something, falls over, bam. Okay, first one, boys.
nicely done, Chris. Oh boy, Nick's taking 2 pieces with him.
Really rocking the one hand, too, Nick. I feel like that's gonna be problematic. Let's do this.
Yeah, I wouldn't put your beer there, bud.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh boy, this is not good. That was pretty easy.
Like a glove.
That wouldn't work. I just hope it falls on your head.
See, if this was any bigger, it would murder him. Back away slowly. Don't touch it, don't look at it, don't breathe on it. There's nothing.
That's right, you just gotta start tugging then.
Should we get a helmet for Nick, maybe?
There's so much weight on that brick.
This one's in there.
Even the slightest jolt to the top of the tap. Okay. That's dumb. What are the
On the bright side, you get another beer.
There's a lot of people out there who want to drink light beer, and they're stuck with light or light, but they want something crafted. What's interesting about our light beer is it uses a different malt, a Canadian two-row malt, and we put a little bit more hops in it. So it actually, in some ways, almost has more flavor than our original, but it still is a light beer in terms of alcohol.
Well, if this is what losing looks like, you gentlemen can call me a loser every day of the week.
All right, loser. Oh, boy. Little jumpy.
We're off to a rockin' start.
That is absolutely not what I would have expected. You think you're gonna come in and you're gonna get light, but this is jam-packed with flavor.
Trying to concentrate, Chris.
Normally, I might not even go to this style of beer, but this, it almost has more flavor than some of the regular lagers I've had.
You're making me thirsty, buddy.
This is high stress.
I think this is unfair because the two of you have children, so you play with blocks all the time.
Holy shed.
That's legal, right? Easy.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
you touched that one, and that moves, so you gotta go for that one.
No, that's not.
Yeah, it moved.
Oh, yeah. You're committed to that one now there, Nicky Poo.
Don't worry, you got this. It's not shifting underneath. I would just leave it in there.
He might get it.
I don't think so.
No.
There's too much weight on it. The pressure's on, too. You all right? Oh, no, don't do that. Just gentle. Oh. Do you want me to back up a little bit? You all right?
I like it when you're close.
Oh, the woodpecker technique.
Oh!
Oh, you dirty dog.
That's the best thing I've done in my life right there. It goes from that Jenga move, creating a beer with Chris and Drew, maybe children. Oh my gosh. You're playing to win.
Oh, I'm not playing to win. I'm playing for you to lose.
Okay, thank you.
That was a poor choice, Nick.
Yes.
It's another twister. Yeah, the old tapping technique. It did work for you last time.
It did.
The champion yet again. Thank you. That's all right.
I need a beer.
My name is Scott Bailey, and I'm the owner and chef of City Farm Catering. This is one of our house classics, our charcuterie. It's a combination of our house-made breads, our pickled items, our mustards, and we also have some amazing cheeses and meats on there as well.
I don't even know what half of this stuff is.
There's meat and there's cheese.
There's some grapes there, bread.
I know what this is.
That's beer.
The first one we're drinking is To the Nines. It's their lighter lager with lemon basil.
Cheers,
So
boys.
Cheers. Oh,
Wow. That's lovely.
It's got that like kind of spicy vibe to it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And maybe it's because I just ate a piece of spicy meat before.
No, it's got a zip. It actually reminds me most of a Radler.
It's actually 4.2 ABV,
Oh,
so
nice.
pretty light.
I love it when you can have beers with like a really low alcohol percentage and it still has like a ton of flavor to it. It's interesting.
That prosciutto melts in your mouth. This board, I feel, is a little too cultured for me. Like, I love this food, but even the way it's presented is very fancy. Usually, we all just bring a slab of meat and cheese and we throw it in the plastic wrap just on whatever cutting board we have.
And a bowl full of jalapeno Cheetos.
That's it. Although I kind of wish we had jalapeno Cheetos right now.
Darker lager?
Okay. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, wow.
That's lovely.
Really get the coffee on the nose there.
Very chocolatey.
You're visiting London, you go into this dark pub with all the wood panel everywhere,
Yeah.
and they pour you a glass of something like this.
If you've been in Germany for more than 2 days, you know when you go out for dinner, all you want is a green salad because everything's heavy there. And they pour this dark beer, and we're like, oh no, we don't need a dark beer. We tried it, and it was like, oh my God, this dark beer is flavorful, but crazy refreshing, just like a great lager. And we asked what it was, and they're like, yeah, it's a dark lager.
I really do find it to be pretty full-bodied, but it is an easy drink.
Yep, still refreshing, it's crisp.
So when you're having a charcuterie board, it's it's one of those things that you want to share with people. It's one of the things that you want to bring to the table, and everybody kind of has their own. So it's nice. It brings in a little bit of kind of a guessing game of what's what.
Some people use canvases to make art. Other people use meat and cheeses. This charcuterie board is out of this world.
Amazing charcuterie.
And you guys keep saying charcuterie. What's charcuterie?
It's a charcuterie board.
It's charcuterie.
Who says charcuterie?
Nobody says that.
I personally think it is charcuterie.
How do you say it? Say it normally.
C-H-A-R, char.
Instead of saying cha, say sh.
Charcuterie.
Said no one ever.
You know what? Everybody says it wrong majority of the time.
How do you pronounce charcuterie board? Both pronounced generally charcuterie.
It's pronounced charcuterie.
Sounds like charcuterie.
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 All right, on to the next beer.
So next, gentlemen, we have the Barrel Shed.
Also owning a winery, I have a whole bunch of great Pinot Noir barrels. So we take those barrels and brought them to the brewery and said, okay, Rob, we want you to make a beer that's aged in Pinot Noir barrels. And it is a awesomely complex, smooth, super flavorful beer that we ended up with.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's kind of got a boozy vibe to it, eh?
Lately, the barrel aging with bourbon barrels is really big. And this has a totally different vibe to it. This almost has like a caramelly kind of
Yeah, caramelliness.
caramelliness.
I'm not really tasting like
Caramelliness.
grape. It's taking it in a different direction.
Yeah,
But I do feel that the hops are well balanced, right?
It's bitter.
with a sweet aftertaste,
nice
like
bite.
kind of a nice caramelly aftertaste.
Yeah.
All right. I have to try this blue.
Yeah, let's get that blue is amazing.
That is different. It's really good. Drew, you might actually like that blue cheese.
That's good.
I will take
Try
your
it.
word for it.
No.
We have a Stilton Blue, which is a very sharp blue. It doesn't have all the must of a regular blue cheese, but it's very, very flavorful.
Drew does not like blue cheese. You have to try this blue cheese.
Yes, you have to.
It does not have that stinky feet flavor that I love.
You're weird.
That doesn't have the stinkiness.
I agree, but I like the stinkiness.
What?
You gonna have some?
Yeah, I can have
I was
some.
sounding like,
I'm gonna cut a little piece off and try it. And I'm gonna be honest.
be honest.
I just don't like all the stuff in it. Like it's mold.
Yeah, but that's what cheese is.
It's better than most blue cheeses I've had, but I'm still, it's not my thing.
All right. Hey, that's 5 stars coming from Drew, really.
Yeah. And last on the paddle is the Rye Maltini. It's an IPA made with rye malts as well as barley malts. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's like cotton candy almost.
It is very rich.
Yeah.
It hides that it's 7.5% very well.
Yes, it does.
If you're just looking to crush beers, maybe this isn't the one. No. But if you're looking to take some time and sip on one, this one would be a pretty good choice.
It kind of reminds me a little bit more of a Scotch ale. It feels well thought out. It's a very
A
thoughtful
lot of care.
Yeah.
The great thing about beer is you can make a different beer every day if you wanted to. It's not necessarily the beer you're gonna have all the time, but the fun part of beer is finding the time to enjoy different types of beer.
Shawn Ed, they're known for their lager, right? And that requires a certain meticulous nature in brewing that kind of beer. And then you have a beer like this, and you can see a lot of the creativity coming out in the brewer.
Yeah, and that's it, is that quality or that talent kind of brewing comes through in all of their areas of beer.
You could tell that the brewer knows what the hell he's doing. Beer of the show.
So my pick of the show is To the Nines. I love the idea of combining two things, taking a beer that they've already made and adding something to it, changing it. Significant differences in flavor. Both amazing beers. Love it.
My beer of the show, gentlemen, would be the Rye Maltini. Love a good pun, but really it was phenomenal.
My pick of the show is the Barrel Shed. I just love that bitter start and that sweet finish to it. Really an interesting beer and delightful.
I, gentlemen, challenge you to a curling match. A bonspiel, if you may.
Oh, what? Excuse me? A bonspiel?
Yeah, that's what they call it. That's what they call curling tournaments. It's a bonspiel.
That's
Yeah.
a thing?
It's a thing. Yeah, it is.
In the 1890s, this building was a curling and skating rink. So to have that kind of cool history as a Canadian, who wouldn't want to put a brewery in a curling and skating rink?
So I say we play 3 games, so we each play each other. We calculate the points we have for the 2 games and see who's the curling king.
The bonspiel king.
Bonspiel. That sounds like a German curse word.
I would Google that.
Google it.
Googling it.
It is. It's a thing. I'm telling you.
All right.
It's a curling tournament. We're having a bit of a bonspiel.
Bonspiel!
I'll grab the beers.
You're going down, Drew. All right, first rock of the bonspiel.
Get your flies down, eh?
So what do you want me to do?
Don't let it throw you off your game. Nice blocker.
Drew gets 1 point.
We're not done yet.
Oh.
I believe that's blue.
Woo! Bonspiel! Oh,
That's Chris.
no! 1-1.
Bonspiel!
Let's rock.
Line up the nubs. There you go. I really tried to curl it.
Oh, no!
Drew wins 2-1.
Thank you very much.
Nick and I?
But first,
Sweep! Hard, 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 harder!
That was an interesting tactic.
2
2
points.
for me. That's 3 in total.
Let's get serious.
Ooh.
You're supposed to get it in the center.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was playing wrong.
Yeah.
How you like them apples?
Oh, no!
That's 1 for Nick.
Ample Nick.
Wow. Jeez.
Charcuterie.
Oh, no.
I'm watching, Chris.
Oh, I think it's Nick's.
So if Drew and I play a game where neither of us score a single point, Chris wins.
I am legitimately upset right now.
It's the hard rock life for Chris. Get it? Because of rocks. Work off that charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
It's wide open. It's
Yes.
just a sitting duck.
Oh, still Nick. Oh,
Blockbuster video.
it's still true.
Victory is mine.
That was actually a real good game.
I think the curling fans at home will disagree.
Oh. Oh, Nick still
Could win
in.
me the whole thing.
Could be it. Bonspiel.
This is the last round that determines the winner, and Nick has last rock, so
Hey, no matter what, the 2 losers are tied.
that's a great way to think about it, Chris. Thanks.
Excuse me.
Wait, why are you on this side?
That was not an effective rock.
I should not have done that.
Oh, Drew takes it! Oh!
The reigning champion for every game in Tales from the Ale Trail. You guys put up a great, I want to call it a challenge, but I can't really say that without smiling.
So, Drew, you know that in curling, it is tradition that the winner buys the losers a drink. This is actually true.
Yeah, well, my ride is here.
Oh. Well,
It's been fun, guys.
You still owe us a drink. Drew?
I think it was a great show today, guys.
Drew?
Tales from the Ale Trail is created by Mitchell Riley Pictures and is brought to you by AE Media Inc., Web Design and Print Studio, Penn Financial Credit Union, Treschak Enterprises, Fort Colburn, Taste the Good Life, Joel Hannigan Photography, William Joseph Photography, and Bell 5 TV1.